Hey everyone, and welcome back to Ramblr feature videos. If you haven't seen any of our videos before, my name is Drago and I'm a machine learning expert here at Ramblr. And in these videos, we wanted to show you all of the cool features we have in our platform, all of the new features that keep coming in, and also some mini tutorials on how to use them. On today's video, we're going to talk about anomaly detection. And the principle is fairly simple. When you're annotating, you're using our platform. Sometimes either you make a mistake or you're working in a very hard video. The model really struggles in sections, and if your goal is to have this really high-end, like pixel level annotation quality in the end, you want to be able to find these issues and correct them. But of course, you don't want to watch the whole video, so we want to do this automatically. And this is why at Rambler we have developed a few ways in which one can do this at different stages of our pipelines. So without further ado, let's look at a pipeline. So what we see here is one of our SAM2 pipelines. If you're curious, just refer to one of our previous videos, right? And also there's other videos explaining how to use the UI. But here we see that this pipeline in particular has a keyframe finding stage, then prepare human first annotation, and then there's the human annotation in our Pro tool. But then we have an anomaly detection step right here, right? The way this works is that, so again, when we have these SAM2 powered pipelines, the idea is that you annotate a few keyframes for an entire segment of video so that SAM2 can take the information from those few keyframes and propagate it. But if the information between, say, two keyframes is not consistent, for example, you annotated something as, a cat, and on the next keyframe you annotated as a dog, this is going to cause trouble when you're trying to do mass propagation. And this is precisely why we have anomaly detection here to check those annotations for consistency and try to find out issues, right? And this is why after the anomaly detection, there is a human annotation step again, so you can correct those issues. And what I'm going to show you now is one such correction step. So we're going to start the task. Again, this is a video of someone just making waffles and such, right? I mean, you can watch it here. This is just a short segment. And there's only 2 frames that are annotated. We can see it in the object panel here, or sorry, 3, right? And here we can see there's 3 objects. There's a plate, there's milk, and right hand. So let's just zoom in a bit. Again, plate, milk, right hand. If you go to the next frame that's annotated, this is consistent, right? Plate, milk, right hand. But we can already, even if we look at the object window, we can see that there's something amiss here because we're missing the milk, and there's something called the bottle. And if we look at the frame, we'll see that, oh, lo and behold, the milk is labeled as bottle. So a completely different object, which will definitely cause some trouble for SAM2 when propagating. But because we use our anomaly detection system, we see it's indicated for us here. It's telling us, look, there's some issues here. You can look on the side, and it's telling us, look, this object in frame 45, which is the one back here, is annotated as bottle in this frame, right? But it was milk before. And it's telling us the same with frame 15. It was milk in frame 15, but here it's bottle. So you should fix it. So let's go ahead and edit the frame. And then again, this is SAM2 loading right now, but we can see here already, okay, there's the bottle. And what we're going to do is we're just going to go ahead and delete the bottle. Goodbye, bottle. And we're just going to add it as milk, right? And again, importantly, if you're curious about what exactly is happening in this annotation UI, please check our previous videos on our SAM2 pipelines. Because again, this is the same milk that was annotated in the previous frames. And we can just tell it, okay, this is the same milk by annotating it, right? And then we press enter. There we go. And now it says milk. Beautiful. So now we've corrected both issues. We can click on resolve. There we go. Now it's all fixed. We can save the frame. And if we go look at the timeline, well, look at that, it's consistent now. And now we can proceed with our annotation pipeline, right? So we're going to click on submit, and this is going to go to the next available task. But instead of going there, what we're going to do is we're going to look at the next type of anomaly detection, which we can see here. So again, where we were before is here. So there's a keyframe detection, right? Prepare human annotation. You annotated, made some mistakes. There was some anomaly detection that detected those mistakes, and you can correct them. But then, as I mentioned, there's a mass propagation step. So now SAM2 will take the information from those keyframes and propagate it along the segment. But turns out, again, sometimes SAM2 makes some mistakes. Or if you did something very strange with the annotation, which is exactly what I wanted to do here, so I could show you the system. And then there's an anomaly detection step and a re-annotation step. So we're going to go to this correction step. We'll see the symbols now are different here, right? We see these red issues, and it's telling us, if you look at the comments here, right here, there we go. So here's the little red markers. We can look at the comments on the side, and we can see that it's telling us, okay, there's some issues with, for example, objects bottle and milk have a potential incorrect overlap in the range from frame 0 to 4. So we can actually look at that very easily. Down here, we'll see that there's bottle and then there's milk. If we go to that frame, you can clearly see how they're actually both masks are kind of on top of each other, which is a clear issue, right? And of course, I added some very wrong annotations so this was the case. But okay, so what do we do about it? Well, we can start the task. And then we can go here and use the full power of our Pro tool. We see that the milk is most consistent throughout this. So I'm actually gonna get rid of the bottle. So what you can do here is you can just select the problematic frame range. So I'm gonna say from 0 to 4, as the comment tells me, right? I'm gonna select the object, which is the bottle, right? And I'm going to say, well, get rid of it, delete, right? And now, again, this is consistent. The bottle's not in this frame. And if you look at the frame, now there's non-overlapping, right? So we can actually go ahead and dismiss the comment. We can say resolve, and we're done. And then you can go through and correct any additional issues. As said here, I very much on purpose added a lot of them. But you can see this is the power of our anomaly detection system. So when you're really striving for the pixel level quality, these systems are essential. And we have a few more flavors of anomaly detection, also one that occurs right at the end. But for the sake of time, we're going to leave that for some future videos. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed the tutorial. And yeah, check out our other videos and hope to see you on the next one. Bye bye.